Hello, it's me, Webweaver. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. We play World of Horror here. I don't know why, but the Night's Try videos are popping off, so that's a little scary. I get frightened when something that's not World of Horror gets popular, like relatively, comparatively, to the rest of the videos that I make, and that's a little concerning. That's a little bit scary, because World of Horror is my wheelhouse. You know, Night's Try is an experiment. It's experimental. Now, I'm thinking, it's a nice Sunday morning. We just uploaded a new Dark Souls episode, courtesy of Plunger. I'm thinking we do a Mizuki run. It's a nice Mizuki Sunday morning. And I do want my regular perks here, because I'm not really interested in collecting a bunch of skulls, I'm sorry. I'm not really particularly interested in it. And we'll do a little... His smile and optimism is gone. Everything about what I was excited for in the future has just been taken away from me. I am in remiss. Nice off pixel there. I see that blue pixel right there. I do, it's true. Aspiring idol. Me and aspiring idol Rutsu. I don't know. Is Gordon Ramsay such a kidder? I think he is. Shoutouts to the Kitchen Nightmare YouTube channel, just uploading like 80 million episodes of Kitchen Nightmares, and then like bundling them in weird episode bundles that make no sense with nonsensical titles that have nothing to do with the contents of the episode. That's all. I mean, here's the thing. Free Kitchen Nightmares on YouTube at an affordable price of watching an ad? Satisfactory. But not like the game satisfactory, more in like, I'm a satisfied customer. That sort of thing, yeah. Bullets in Botany? Something like that. Something like that. I think we could do a little bit of botany as a treat, just to start the nice Sunday morning. I don't know if Pokidoku's rolled over either, by the way, or Luldle. But what we can do, I mean, we gotta go to the downtown, so hypothetically we won't regret this. But let's see what we got over here, and let's go to the hardware store. You know, I was considering, I mean, I guess we gotta sell regardless, because that's like bad, you know? Like, I don't think we want that. I was kind of hoping to get the Carpenter Hammer, but I think accuracy is important because we do have, like, immediate access. Well, not immediate access, but we have access to attack speed. So, hypothetically speaking, we can be in a very nice situation where you kind of hate to see that. But we'll take the Doom. We will. We'll take the Doom. And, you know, I think it's time to go shopping at the dog store. Now, there's nothing here that's worth anything. So we're gonna re-roll, and then we're gonna cry when we get nothing of value. So we're gonna re-roll, and then we're gonna cry when we get nothing of value, and then we're gonna buy the compass. I shouldn't be mean to the compass, I apologize. Let's get a couple allies. It's a treat, you know? +1 strength, -1 knowledge. Get out of here. We'll re-roll. Excuse me? I don't have 5 EXP? You don't know any good stories? I should have taken the -1 knowledge. What the hell? Now, this is a whatchamacallit. I'll go back. I'm not scared. I'll play this in the worst possible way to maybe set us up for the future. Nah, the Parasite's not stirring under my watch, brother. Alright, you're joining my party. You're getting out of my party. You're joining my party. You're in. Locked in. 100%. I honestly, listen, I know the village is doomed, but we have to do a lot of forest investigations. I think we're gonna put it over here. Because we gotta investigate the village once compared to the forest, like, potentially 80 million times. None of this shit matters. What does refuse politely do? I don't know. I'm gonna look at... it's a WoW wiki moment. I've never picked this option. I don't think I've ever picked this option intentionally. Like, I have no idea. Does it give you -doom or something? We still have a lot of catching up to do. It does nothing. I mean, I'll take the wine bottle then, you know, just because, and hold on, let me get the Pokidoku and the Luldul up, just to save time later. As like a little treat, you know? I'm not gonna look at what it is yet. But I mean, we take the wine just so that we can use it at like the end of this mystery, and then we have a weapon to throw. That's unfortunate. But if you look at it this way, okay, yeah, our Doom looks really bad. We've won with worse, so keep that in mind. But look at our stamina and sanity for a first mystery. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna complain about it. I mean, I will inevitably complain about it, but like immediately, on the immediate side of things, it's actually not that bad. We actually have 7 charisma, by the way, so potentially it's a better idea to say hello and maybe try to get a flashlight that we can throw as a weapon, but this is something that's a little frightening. 6 damage, give or take, for 105. It's technically worse. I think we can do something like this. The scarier thing about Knight's Try, though, and honestly, I almost want to... Yeah, I'd rather do this, I think. Even if it does hurt our stats in the immediate. And also, I can literally just do this. I don't have to worry about that. The scary thing about Knight's Try popping off is that that's the series where I'm like, oh yeah, that's the hot takes. That's the hot take series. Second enemy, by the way, Shiro-san. For how much Doom we stacked up Mystery 1, if he's relevant later, it's gonna be important to remember where you came from and who brought you to where you are 5 mysteries later. Roads closed right off the bat is probably one of the worst things that could happen, just in general. Bullets in, but we only have 1 more mystery to go for this, so we can kind of relax, hopefully. Now, we don't have Exquisite Taste, so there is a legitimate possibility that we go gambling here. But you see something like this, you're feeling pretty happy about it. You increase your knowledge. Back to the downtown, baby. I don't want to investigate a doomed location, I'm sorry. If I can help it, I don't want to investigate a doomed location. Now, this is an enemy that we can definitely deal with, for sure. And unfortunately, a lot of the anecdotes that I got right now, I either want to save for Knight's Try, I'm so sorry, or I want to, like, talk about Final Fantasy XIV because I'm diseased. But I can talk about this because it's been, like, a consistent thing for, like, the last 2 years? How long has it been? 2-3 years? Is, my static is getting back together. We took a break because we were done with Athena, and then there was nothing left to, like, you know, we didn't want to do an ultimate because we just wanted to wait for Dawn Trail. Because we did the entire, like, Asphodelos, Abyssos, Anabasios. You know, we did all of that. This is just a flat penalty. This is at least a check, right? But we did all of that, and we didn't really want to... We did some of Uwu, but we didn't really want to, like, keep doing Uwu. Oh, Holes is like, you lose the game. We don't have, Recluse, do we? If we don't have Recluse, we're kind of messed up. We're kind of, like, scared with it. That's pretty bad. Don't ruin the calm moment. The Parasite stirs, thank you so much. I'm glad I didn't move the thing over. But, yeah, we just kind of, like, took a break so that everybody could, like, play video games with their friends and, like, you know, not have to play Final Fantasy XIV because we were doing that, like, every tier. And I definitely think... Yeah, I think we gotta put... I'm gonna put it on the Forest twice. I think it's worth it. Just because we want to minimize the damage that we take, because we're on Eldritch Parasite. And that is playing towards the Doom, I think. But that wouldn't have mattered because that's a flat penalty. It's not a... Doesn't get increased. That doesn't matter either. So, I mean, I'll eat Crow, sure. Why not? Yeah, no, it's my bad. That's my bad. How could I possibly be so stupid as to think that would have mattered at all? But... You know, we're doing our first raid tomorrow, and it is going to be for the EXs. Now, I think one of our members is going to be, like, either late or not there, because I think we have one person who's still trying to finish the MSQ. But overall, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I think we got to question our sanity, just because I'd rather take the paranoia than... I'd rather take the paranoia, even though it literally does nothing for us. It's actually detrimental, because that means we can't use any of our allies' let-go effects, and we don't even get healing for it either. So the Doom's just completely spiraled out of control, by the way. Like, you do genuinely hate to see that. So this is 2, 3, 4. So we can do, like, 5? Yeah, I guess. It's not great. We're definitely gonna have to go into the Monument Mines. And an Akamanto would be very helpful, actually. I can't believe I'm asking for an Akamanto, but we just kind of let Doom spiral out of control. We kept making pro-Doom plays. And what's actually kind of sad is that it hasn't even, like, paid off that well. Because we're going into Mystery 3 and we're, like... I mean, here's the thing. Eldritch Parasite is just dangerous, you know? So it's, like, on one hand. But, I mean, Parting Gift literally doesn't work now. Paranoia killed it, so... Let's not worry about that too much, but... I don't have anything stored away for a rainy day, unfortunately. No... Damn. This is, like, the worst mystery spread you could ever want, because it's, like, there's no Akamanto to lower Doom. There's no Recluse to get rid of one of your really nasty curses on Eldritch Parasite. I don't care about Holes normally, but, like, on Eldritch Parasite, Holes is like you lose the game. Insomnia is like you lose the game. And then this is, like, 2 really bad boss fights. Like, these are rough. Like, these are hard fights. And then Wordless Ward is just, like, hee-hee hospital memes. I almost want to do Metamorphosis because it's all damage. And so we want to fight this guy before they get too strong, you know? Before the jellyfish Medusa flesh monster gets a little bit too strong, a little bit too quirky. They get a little bit quirky at night. They get a little bit quirky at the seaside. But yeah, I think I reiterated this earlier, but we're still in the average viewer duration section, but we're coming up on the end of it. I think our viewer duration has actually been going up recently. Like, the last time I checked it, it was like at 16 minutes. So keep up the good work, everybody. But what you could also do if you wanted to keep up the good work is... We had a new Dark Souls episode. If you're new to the channel or you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. This has been your regularly scheduled YouTube shilling moment. You know what? It's branded plus, like, roads closed. That's what it is. Like, look at this. We get branded, it goes up by 1, and then it goes up by another 2. That's nasty. Like, you just gotta... We want as many funds as possible here, by the way. But we'll take a couple stamina. The problem is, like, we go in there, we kind of, like... We want to put off going here as much as possible. Because... It's, like, pretty nasty. The Kendo helmet is actually kind of huge. I almost don't want to throw that. Because this could potentially give us, like, something useful. I mean, you gotta send it like this. This is gonna be your combat forever. Like, I'm sorry, but... You know, it's gonna have the same outcome, apparently, over and over again. Can I hit a goddamn attack here? No? Okay, we gotta do it one more time. Because we missed 80 times. Like, it's not that... Thank you, Kendo Helmet. It's not that bad, I swear. Like, we had a 70% chance to hit. And we missed, like, what, 4 attacks? And if we hit one of those 70%, we would have been fine. Like, that makes it a little bit... That makes it way sketchier than it otherwise would be. It really does. And we have a stamina boss coming up near the end, right? Do you do him now just so he has less health? Or do you do the Wordless Ward? Like, Wordless Ward is... Ah, shit. This is our last mystery to use the monument on. This is kind of sketchy as hell. This is kind of like... You want to YOLO at the... Like, you know what would work? Like, what would work really, really well and we might have to do? Is we might have to go to the History Club and try to roll for the Forbidden Idol. Like, that's the only thing I can really think of that would, like, definitively work significantly well. I mean, we're going, let's go gambling. It's a 75% chance. What's the worst that could happen? This actually does work, though, right? Because that is, that works. Now, if we miss this, you actually do just lose the game, but you gotta take it. You had to take it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to take it. You have to gamble the game on that. I'm so sorry that you have to do it like that, but you do. Now, it's basically impossible that we win at this point. So I'm just gonna mess around, see if we can get the, whatchamacallit. Like, at some point, it's not worth it anymore. So, I mean, we gotta stop here. Because it takes, like, 3 Doom to get, right? And so it lowers it by 10, so it's not actually that worth it. You gotta run. Because if you lose stamina, you die, right? So we've officially died. The Mizuki run is over. I'm sorry. There's literally nothing that we can do. We are guaranteed to die. We cannot escape. Once we figure out how to get her undoomed by the narrative, saving the world is back on. But unfortunately, we're gonna fight Doll Nurse regularly. And I think, because I feel a little bit bad, like, we don't, like, it's literally impossible. We are taking 2 stamina damage at the end of every mystery. We have 2 mysteries left to go. We have 4 stamina. We get hit at all. We take any stamina damage. We lose guaranteed. We're also most likely not getting 8 strength either, which is 3 stamina. So, it ain't happening. And we have a stamina boss that we have to fight. And we have Wordless Ward, which is also a stamina boss. And we don't have the Doom to run. This is the most defeated World of Horror Doomerism I'll ever do, and I do apologize for that. But here's the compromise. The video is not ending after trivia. We will do another run, and then the video will be so long at that point that I won't feel that bad. So let's do it. Let's go gambling. Oh, let's go gambling! That was really weird. But probably fine. Fighting poison? Toxic Croak. You're goddamn right. Fighting electric? Electivire? I'll come back to you on that one. Poison ground. This is... It's not Gliscor, right? Ah, crap. I should know this one. I feel like I know a poison ground type, but I'll come back to you on that one. Sinnoh? Poison? Skorupi. Sinnoh electric? Luxray. Or Luxio, I don't care. Sinnoh Mega Evolution. Do we have, I don't know, fun, like, Empoleon? I don't know if Empoleon ever got a, I don't... No, it didn't. How about a Torterra? I guess none of the... I guess we can just go with, Garchomp. That works for me if it works for you. Ground Electric? There's not that many of them. Ground Mega Evolution. Is it? It's Steelix, right? It's Steelix Mega Evolution works here? Yeah, because it's ground steel, and then fighting type. Is there a Gallade? There is a Gallade Mega, so there we go. Now, electric fighting, that's difficult, and then we're kind of, like, stuck with these 3 right here. So, ground poison. I don't think that's Drapion. That would make a lot of sense, though, if it was, because that's, like, what I immediately thought of, and it's like, no, that's probably not it. Let's just see, like, poison, you know? Let's just look at some poison Pokemon. Golisopod. That guy looks like he wants to throw hands. Yeah, Amogus. Amogus. And then electric fighting, and then electric ground. I feel like electric ground... Is that just the Hisui one? I don't really... Oh, it's the Alola. It's a Golem, it's Golem Alola, right? Ah, it's electric rock. Okay. Electric fighting type? Urshifu. Rapid strike, like lightning. No. Poison ground. Drapion. I don't think Drapion's a ground type. Clodsire? Stunfisk and Pawmot. Iron Hands! That's the one I should have known. Sandy Shocks! I should have known all. Nidoking! Of course! Who is a ground poison type, if not the king and the queen? I was so close to greatness, chat. I was so close to greatness. Alright, let's do it. Little time. I mean, I don't know, let's just guess Ari or something. Actually, you know what? Udyr. Because he has, like, a bunch of things on him, right? Okay. Male, jungle top. Mana melee. 2009? Oh, that's scary. That's really scary. Okay, let's it's not Singed, because I don't think Singed is classified as jungle. I just wanted to rule out, like, Piltover or Zon. That's scary. Because who in Piltover is a melee man with mana who came out in 2009? I mean, there's not that many of them. But, that's terrifying. That's really scary. Piltover or Zon? So Zon would be like Twitch, Renata Glass, Warwick? Warwick. Maybe? No, Warwick's not a... Chemically altered cyborg human. Chemically altered cyborg human. Warwick's a human. Warwick is a human. Quotes. Morgana. I play Morgana.
Do not run from your shadow, Kale.
I played a lot of Morgana. I play a lot of Morgana. Ah, shit. Nocturne? I played Nocturne recently. Unspeakable Horror. So let's see. Nocturne's Q is the, is it the E? Because his R is the dash. I don't know what his passive is. The Q is the slash, and the W is the paw, right? The claw? Yeah, okay. Tornado. If it wasn't gonna be Janna, how on earth am I supposed to get this otherwise? This is... Okay. I like the Space Groove skin line, okay? I think it is one of the best skin lines. It's one of my favorite skin lines, sorry. I don't think it's the best, but I think it's one of my favorite skin lines. Even though it's dumb and the theme does not make sense half the time, there's just something about rolling a disco ball down lane as Nunu and Willip. It's very funny. And also, Space Groove Lysandra is incredible. That's where, like, she turns into a lava lamp. Funniest shit I've ever seen. So I'm just Shrimply the best, honestly. That was probably, like, the fastest lull that we've ever done. Like, I saw that, and I'm like, Space Groove, and then I saw, like, the circle curve, and I'm like, ah, yeah, it's Samira. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we're back with World of Horror. Homie is back after the short break moment. Anyways, hello, it's me, Webweaver, and welcome back to, I was gonna say another episode, but it's actually just not true. Like, it's the same episode. It's Look Who Sisyphus. It's Look Who It Is. Names sound alike? No. Listen, it's not Mizuki's fault that she got stuck in the, and I'm trying to figure out how we workshop this, alright? How do we do the Simple Flips GBJ bit, but with Eldritch Parasite? Because if you think about it, Eldritch Parasite creates soft lock situations where you can't do anything, and the only thing to do is reset. Now, I don't actually know the definition of a soft lock. Let's look that up right now. Soft lock definition. It's gonna be like, soft lock is a lockpicking term. A soft lock is an instance where a game remains in a playable state, but progressing further or past a certain point becomes impossible. Okay, yeah, so, like, literally, Eldritch Parasite creates soft locks. That's, it's also a lose condition, I guess, but I mean, it literally makes progression impossible. So that, I think, if we're being pedantic, it does fit the definition. You know, I mean, it really is not her fault that she got put in the Eldritch Parasite. Once more with feeling. Let's do it again, chat. Let's do it again. Let's go gambling. I mean, I guess what did I expect, right? Like, out of everything, what did I expect? So we're gonna play this a little differently, okay? Because that last time didn't work. Didn't work. It didn't work, chat. It didn't work. Me when the parasite stirs. I think it's time for Gordon Ramsay to be a little bit silly. Or you know what? You know what? I still have the webpage open. So instead, here you go. You can look at the Samira art. I like it. I would, if I played Samira, I would use that skin of Samira. I want them to, like, listen, there are some skin lines that I really, really like, and one of them is Space Groove, and I want them to make a Space Groove Briar. I am so excited for the, whatchamacallit, the, how do I put it? I was also looking for something. Can I find it? There was a trivia game that I wanted to play at the end of this, and I don't know if, is it this one? Okay, perfect, I found it. Perfect, I found it. So, spoiler alert, there is a trivia game later. And it's one that you'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense why he's doing that one. That makes sense. But, Eels is exciting. You know, do we do like the GPJ, like the Parasite jail, or do we do like Eldritch Parasite jail, or do we do Parasite baby jail? I don't know how we workshop this. You know, that can be your engagement bait for this episode if you want it to be. If you want to leave a comment down below. How do we make our own Eldritch Parasite GBJ? What's the workshopping there? I think we do a little bit of evolving eels. Me when the eels evolve. There is an Akamanto this time, so we do have to play around that. But is it weird that I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm actually kind of happy that there's an Akamanto? Like, hell yeah, you know? We don't need we don't need this bottle of water, by the way. We don't. We don't. Now, the HDF is a flashlight. It mitigates damage, so I'm not going to say no, but it didn't serve us very well last time. But we'll have a bonus ally that we wouldn't have had guaranteed last time, because do I do the Doom? I think we gotta do the Doom. I think we do, but I'm taking stamina if homie shows up. That sucks. I'm taking stamina if homie shows up asking about a jar of blood, you know? I'm not messing around this time. Now, what we're looking for is we're looking for Kana to leave the party, and then we are going to go to the schoolyard, and then we're going to try to recruit 2 allies. We will have the EXP for that. Just FYI. I mean, if this is the life that we're living, we have to take a chance, so let's just do that. This is the worst, shittiest chance that we have to take, but... Alright. I mean, it is worth a dodge, I think. It's a 40% chance. We got like a 90% chance here. And it worked. I feel like that feels pretty good. I don't think I can complain about that. But yeah, other than just being happy for what the Sunday entails, not really a lot of anecdotes going on. It was kind of a sleepy weekend, I'll be honest with you. Knight's Try, though, is very, very appealing. I don't know why. Like, I mean, obviously there's something that I'm doing in there. Ugh, that was unlucky. That, like, obviously we have to hit that button, but also, like, I kind of don't want to. -1 strength. We need, since we can only get 1 ally here, we have our pick. We should at least make sure that we're getting some benefit. I would have liked plus knowledge, but it doesn't matter. I would have liked plus knowledge, plus dexterity, plus strength, or plus charisma, but it is what it is. Where the hell is Kana? I have no idea, chat. I have no idea. Chat, where is Kana? That's your second engagement bait. I always love, and by the way, this is totally valid if you're watching this video like 2 years in the past or whatever. It's totally valid to comment on an old video. It will notify me, and I will read your comments. So I'm like, you know, you're raising your, like, awareness meter. Like, the awareness meter is at 0% if I've never read your name before. And then you make a comment, and then the awareness meter is, like, it goes up, you know? But it's always so fun to see, like, because you have such a long backlog of videos that just span such a long period of time. And though, like, any of those, oh, road's closed. Any of those videos could be somebody's first World of Horror episode for, like, basically random no reason whatsoever. And that could be, like, their starting off point into the madness that is the backlog of this series. And it's really funny. I think one of the best comments, or not one of the best comments, but one of my favorite comments that I've gotten in a long time was somebody commenting on, like, episode 190-ish, 180-ish, and they're like, holy crap, you've almost done 200 episodes of a single video game? Sorry, I couldn't finish that with a straight face. It made me smile, because it's like, do they know, chat? Do they know the depths of how mentally ill I am for this game? Which, it's weird, because I'm not even, like, this isn't the game that I'm the most mentally ill about. That is 100% Final Fantasy XIV, which I have played much longer than this game and have way more brainworms for. But, we can do Rancid. I mean, I think we do Violent Vigil, right? Does it matter? I don't know if it matters. Because we got, whatchamacallit. Like, Ramen is like a cheap, easy, free mystery, so is Sailors. So, like, Violent Vigil and Crimson Cape are the only two that I'm worried about, but we don't have a way to kill Akamanto. So, I think we just do Violent Vigil and then, like, hope for, like, some sort of status to change so that we can, you know, figure it out when we get there. But yeah, no, if you're somebody who's, like, commenting on a video that's, like, 2 years old, thank you so much. Because it reminds me of those videos, too, you know? Like, a lot of thought goes into the videos. Well, let me rephrase that. A comparative amount of thought based on how long, or like, I think about the videos when I make them. And then after I upload them, I basically, like, forget them immediately. Like, there has been situations, the one bad thing about Kana and Eldritch Parasite is, like, you're incentivized to fight every single time, which I think is worth it, but it still feels a little bit crummy, you know? Because you're still getting hit, even if it's not doing damage. But, like... Oh, hello? Sneezing dog? I thought she was sleeping, but I guess she woke up. But, like, okay, right? So if you comment on, like, a really, really old video, I have basically forgotten that video. There's, like, a 100% guaranteed chance, okay? And the thing is, I forget what I talk about and the anecdotes that I do in, like, 2 videos later. There have been times even where I have uploaded a video, and then later that day, somebody on, like, Discord, whether it be a friend or somebody in the official Discord server, they will reference that video, and I'll reply with them with a question mark. And I'll be like, because here's the thing, I think about them when I'm making them. I put a lot of thought into them when I'm making them. But then after that period of time, when it's like, job's done, as it were, you know, like, the job's done, you know, that sort of thing. The moment it's like, I've recorded it, I've auto-generated the subtitles, I've rendered it, I've skimmed through it. After that period of time, it's like, in my mind, the video is done, and then I can just, like, memory hole it, and then we're done. I think we take the... because I don't want to lose the sanity here, and for some reason we get EXP for it. Like, for me, for real, that truly is, look who it is. Like, I don't know why I feel that way, but it's just, like, when I make a video and upload it, I basically immediately forget it. Like, I remember some of the anecdotes, basically just for the exclusive purpose of, like, I don't want to repeat them immediately, and some people who have been watching the series for a long time can attest. There are some times where I literally completely forget that I've already done an anecdote in, like, a previous video, and then I just do the anecdote again. Webweaver and repeating himself, you know. It's, the two things go hand in hand. I've also completely forgotten our second enemy, by the way. We fought so much in this that it's like I'm just gonna have to use context clues and guess. Now, this is a character who we can technically one-shot, one kill, so we might as well. Because it's like, we either take 3 85% chances to kill them immediately, or we take 1 40% chance to dodge the damage. No point in blocking. Now, we're actually in a much better place, because the previous time we were at 40% Doom, that was Mystery 1. And we're at least on Mystery 3 now, so that's nice. I think we're doing a lot better, health-wise and Doom-wise, but it doesn't feel that way, right? Like, you noticed that? Like, you and I, we both noticed that collectively. That's how sketchy Eldritch Parasite runs are. Is like, you can look at, like, the greatest Mizuki run of all time, and then be like, yeah, this could lose. You could look at the greatest Ayaka run or Toshiaki run of all time, and you could be like, yeah, this could lose. I don't know why I risked that, by the way. That was not worth it. Because, like, we don't get anything for succeeding it, and we basically, like, lose the game. If, we basically lose the game if our reason tanks any more than it already has. So, you know, we're a little bit scared. We're a little bit scared. Jara, blood me, I dare you. We're also a little bit behind on levels as well. Mainly because no compass, I think, but we're feeling pretty good about some of the... We've made up some ground, which feels pretty nice. And I could put the police station on here, but, like, it's getting to the point in the recording session where I'm just ballin', you know? I'm just ballin'. Mizuki is ballin'. I mean, we might as well do this because we want to take as little damage from the lighthouse as possible. I would definitely recommend, if you're on Eldritch Parasite and you want to give yourself the best chance possible, look at the lighthouse, read the lighthouse. I've done a tutorial video on the lighthouse. That shit hasn't changed at all. I mean, I think we just take the damage, right? We take the damage to, like, try to guarantee the kill. 8 damage for 80%? Hold on. Yeah, don't mind me. Even a low roll would be 6. And a high roll is, like, so good. Like, a low roll is 6. But, like, 8 damage? Like, that's some good shit right there. Can't complain about that. But, like, you look at something like this, right? And you're like, oh, yeah, 18 sanity, 2 mysteries left. You're cooked, bro. You're done. You lose. Even though we have a light source and we have 8 charisma, you're still thinking to yourself, yeah, you can still die. And it's true, by the way. I could still die. What item am I going to discard, bro? I think we got to go to, like, History Club and just grab some random shit. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to do it like this, but we are doing it like this. Give me a torch? Oh, hell yeah. And you know what? Sure. Put this shit on the downtown. Give me the handcuffs. I would rather have... I mean, we can use it to execute Akaman, so we could potentially ball on that. Give me peace of mind, bro. I don't really... I should have sold the handcuffs immediately. I think that would have been the correct play, but... Oh, it's doomed! You're putting me in the... Yeah. Even though it's only for 1 investigation, it could have been for 2, blah, 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 blah. The reason penalty would have still been there, blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. I think we take the stamina, even though we could... I mean, this is, like, probably likely to happen. No, it's +2. Absolutely not. It's +1. It's +2? +1, right? Yeah, +1. It says -1, but it's lying to you. Minus means plus, because the higher the dice roll, the worse it is. You want to roll as low as possible, because this game is weird. A nat 1 in D&D, terrifying, depending on how evil of a DM you have. A nat 1 in Kids on Bikes, when you're in combat, that gives it's a nat 1 on a defensive roll, which means it gives the attacker full narrative control of what happens. Yeah, you're cooked. You're dead. You're done. Which that narrative control usually results in the death of the person who's defending. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, that's a really cool mechanic. Here's the thing. Everybody in my Kids on Bikes campaign, they're all Final Fantasy XIV players. So without even, like, it was unspoken. Like, they're, like, we want to do it again, and we want to get back to it. But it was literally unspoken. And then when I had to say it just for, like, bookkeeping purposes, everybody was like, yeah, of course we're taking a break for Dawn Trail. Are you crazy? I'm gonna degen this shit, everybody said collectively. Yeah, I think we just go... Do we have folklore studies? Is it worth gambling? We don't have folklore studies. Is it worth trying to get, like, dexterity up to 6? Yeah, I think it is. I think I'm crazy, but, like, it might save us, so you never know, right? Like, we're probably gonna level up again. We can get folklore studies, +1 dexterity, we can level up again, get quick thinking. That's probably not happening. That's probably not happening. But I have a plan. I have a plan. It's a little dastardly. It's a little devious, even. Is this good or bad? +2 sanity. The parasite freaking stirs. Okay, police station on the downtown. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't want to deal with this threat level. Get it out of here. Canapa ritual. Sure, why not? As a treat, right? Who gives a shit? Nothing matters. Now, Canapa ritual is very misleading because it says when your allies die, a random stat gets raised by 1. There are multiple ways that your allies can die, and one of them is paranoia, and that does not raise your stats. I think, because here's the thing, you can send your ally to fight, you can kill your ally with paranoia, and then your ally can die distracting the enemy. If I remember correctly, Canapa Ritual only works if your ally dies distracting the enemy, which, by the way, is a percentage chance for them to die. So Canapa Ritual is probably like, this game does not go on long enough, it does not have enough allies, and having your allies distract enemies is not worth it, nor does it ever, like, come up ever to the point where it would be, like, you know, actually, like, statistically worth it for you to even try to gamble on it. Because let's say your ally distracts somebody, right? And you're trying to fish for Canapa Ritual stats. Don't do that. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. This is a charisma check, right? It is a charisma check, and we succeeded it. We have to go to the downtown, like, one more time after this. Unfortunate. You're just dead, right? You could be dead, but I think we're gonna play it safe. Is this safe? Is this playing it safe? If this misses, like, we just... You gotta do that. I'm so sorry. You gotta do that. You gotta do that. I'm so sorry. You gotta... That's gonna make Akamanto worse, but, like, you listen. You gotta be real with me, chat. You gotta be real with me. So we're at effectively 71 Doom right now. Try to forget his reason, right? And then tear the poster down as you, like, get hit with, like, knives. They pulled the knives out. Oh, shit! Because of the freaking penalty and Eldritch Parasite mitigating, we took sanity damage because +1 reason, minus a penalty. Because how it works, right, is you're given +1 health. But because it's Eldritch Parasite, you gain 0. And then because there's a reason penalty, there's a stat penalty or like a health penalty on the zone, what that means is the game calculates that by giving you -1. So if it wasn't Eldritch Parasite, you would go up 1, down 1, so you get a net neutral. But because it's Eldritch Parasite, you get 0, and then you get -1 for the 1-2 combo. So here's the thing, right? We're gonna level up one more time. We are at 71% Doom with the Akamanto mask. Oh, let's go gambling. I want to do it. I want to try. This is throwing so hard. Money? Oh, that's beautiful. Money again, money again, money again. Ooh, 3 sanity? I think we can do that. Like, we kind of went out of our way for this, but I think it was fun. Kendo helmet, my beloved, thank you. I think this is, like, just overwhelmingly better because it's 6 damage. That's really good. 3 stamina? Is that changed forever? Why did we get a stamina penalty for that as well? A 60% chance to hit, 70% chance to hit for 8 damage. But we can also do that. Also, we can throw this. This is gonna feel bad. I don't even know why I'm forgetting these spells. If we had occult signs, it could actually do something for us. Probably should have done this. We missed! I said I wanted to go gambling, but not like this, chat. Not like this. Does it break? It did not break. We can use that on the final boss as well, but we do need to keep the HDF, because that's pretty important. Alright. Folklore Studies Dexterity Point. Me when I go gambling. Me when I go gambling. Oh, that's beautiful. And then check this shit out. Hell yeah. Look at that. Now, Mizuki's life is ruined because of the mask that we put on, but it's a small price to pay for literally the entire world. So, 8 charisma, light source. We can take a max of 3 stamina damage. Let's do it. Let's do it, gamers. 78 Doom 2. It's a walk in the park. So, like, for anybody confused, I don't look at the lighthouse anymore. Oh, God. Can we logic this out? So we did Eerie Eels and then, I don't know, like an out-of-town mystery? Or like a forest mystery, or it was botany, right? It was botany? Was it botany? I'm getting the runs confused in my head. It was like bullets. It was either Bulletin or botany. I don't know. It was like some... Oh, maybe it was Violent Vigil. No, it was Violent Vigil, right? Because Akane, obviously. So Man-Eating Plant and Akane. So Puppet Matron is also... So Cyclops Neighbor is from Eels. It's Puppet Matron or Man-Eating Plant. I don't remember which one was first. I think it was... I got no idea. It's a 50-50 in my eyes. Because Akane was definitely last. I think it was Puppet Matron. Hell yeah. But for those of you who are confused, you can check the lighthouse at the beginning of the run. I know how to do that. That was standard practice for thousands of episodes. But the problem with that is thousands of episodes. I can't say that yet. We got to like, what, 1,200? And so now we would be at like 1,400. So it was like standard practice for like 1,000 episodes. Someday I'll be able to say thousands. Isn't that scary? It was standard practice for a long time, but I don't know, I just got bored. I think it's more fun not knowing. Now that's a strength check, so, you know, unfortunately we do eat shit there. I don't think there was a charisma or a knowledge check, or even a light source check, was there? It was just dexterity, and then your seconds. I actually completely forgot what we just did, because it wasn't relevant. We were just 23-33, baby. It was just, like completely fine, you know? Right, so for once, it's a 40-minute video that is not 20 minutes of trivia, but we have a little bit more trivia for you right now. It is the XIV Dull Duty Guessing Game. Now, you can't see, you get cut off at region, so you can't see Quest Series. Quest Series is probably one of the best ones for me. So we're gonna start with, let's start with Aglaya, because it's hot in the news because you can level with it really fast. So we're gonna start with Aglaya. So it's difficulty normal. It's not a raid. So, I mean, I guess we'll just do the vault. Let's see about the vault, huh? So it is MSQ, it is a dungeon. So it's MSQ and it's a dungeon. And it is above level 57. So we can try... It's below level 90, though. So let's try... Poglathon? No, it's below level 50, so we're probably dealing with... we're absolutely dealing with something in Stormblood, right? Stormblood or Shadowbringers. So let's do Ilmeg. Meg? Dawn Meg? Alright, so it's something in Stormblood. Shisui of the Violet Tides. Oh, Shisui of the Wait. Shisui of the Violet Tides is MSQ? No, I'm dumb. I'm thinking of Siren Song C. So it is higher level, though. So let's go... Kastrum? Oh, shit, I don't remember which one's which. I think it's Abania, right? It's a level 70 dungeon. So it's a level 70 dungeon. So, is that Doma Castle? No, Doma Castle's a leveling dungeon. No, it... Wait, it's in Gurabanya? Oh, shit. Is it, That would be the Coral... Oh, yeah, I was thinking... I'm confused. Coral Fist? Temple of the Fist? Oh, shit, what's the other patch dungeon? Drowned City of Scala... Because it was MSQ, the Temple of the Fist is optional. And there we go. Look who it is. Invalid duty. Yeah, I was trying to remember what the Drowned City of Scala was called, but there you go. Because the Temple of the Fist is, not MSQ. So it's like, yeah. And if it's not in patch 4, then that means that it has to be patched, like, it has to be a patch 4.1 dungeon. Well, it doesn't have to be a patch 4.1 dungeon, but how many patch 4.1 dungeons that are a part of the MSQ that are duty level 70 are there? And I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. Have a good one, stay safe out there, bye.